Hey Resolve community, this one's big, and I don't think you've ever seen anything like this before. I want to introduce you to SparkFX Studio, the ultimate add-on animation and workflow optimization tool for DaVinci Resolve. Over the years, I've developed tons of tools, plugins, and scripts to speed up my video editing in Resolve. Now I've combined them all into one easy-to-use application, SparkFX Studio. SparkFX includes a huge range of video editing super features. Okay, so what can you do with SparkFX? You can generate graphics and animations, you can install plugins, there's automated editing processes, you can browse for media, there's a built-in spell checker, you can set up startup applications, and there's this great timeline search to take you anywhere you want to go, and so much more. All right, here is the SparkFX application window. In the tools area, there's tools for text, audio, timelines, as well as some system tools. Create allows you to generate content and build custom fusion animations. In the effects area, you can install and uninstall different effects and plugins. And automation has some links to some of my previous tools, as well as some new tools that I'm developing. Quite a few of these features are kind of experimental and concepts, so they may change over time. And really, that's just the beginning. There's so much more to explore, and I have a lot of new things planned. They're not in there yet, but over time, I'm going to be throwing them in. I've already have a lot in development. Today, we're releasing a preview version of SparkFX for both Windows and Mac. We want you to be among the first to try it out. Your feedback is really important. And to show our appreciation, we're going to be giving away 3 copies of the full SparkFX Studio unlocked to 3 of the early beta testers. Final release is going to have some free features and others will be available as upgrades. To enter the SparkFX giveaway, make sure that you like this video. Tell your video editing friends about SparkFX to help us spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. Comment below. I really want to know what your initial thoughts are on the video and the concept. Download SparkFX, try it out, and explore all the features. And after you've had a chance to try it out, click the feedback button inside SparkFX and kind of give us a mini review. Let us know what you like, what could be improved, and if you encountered any problems. Honestly, there's a lot in there, and it's really too much to cover in this video or any one video. For a more detailed look, join us this Thursday for a live stream. I'm going to be doing some demos, walkthroughs, and answering your questions about SparkFX and maybe getting some of your feedback. And also, anytime you have any questions, you can send a message through the website, or you can post a message on Discord. I'll be monitoring that, and I'll be able to get back to you real quick with answers and more information. Okay, now we're just going to take a really brief look at just a few of the features that are included in SparkFX. We're going to show you what those are, how to download it, and get started with the application. First, we're going to talk about search. This is something when I initially added it, I thought it was kind of interesting, but the more I used it, the more I figured out this is really useful, and it's something I use all the time in my videos. I never thought I would, but I do. It's way faster than scrolling through the timeline trying to find the spot where you're trying to edit. Okay, let's talk about search. I really do think this is the fastest way to navigate your timeline. This is a timeline that I did for a video where I made some mystery nodes. It's the game challenge, but I'm not sure if you guys saw that or not. But there's really a lot going on in here. So the way you would use the search is you hit the hotkey, and it pops open a search, and you just start typing in where you want to go. So in this case, I want to go to the section where I talked about the vignette. So all I got to do is start typing. It found it on the timeline, and I just hit enter. And it takes me right to the vignette section of my video. You also have some markers here, so you can really navigate quickly between these markers. So I set up a marker for each of the rounds, so I can hit the hotkey and start typing in round. And I want to go to round 5. I hit that, and it takes me to round 5, and I'm ready to go. Now, you can also use the search to find images. So I put an image on here called bang. So let's hit the hotkey and start typing in bang. Hit enter key, and there's the bang image. Now, this is searching for the image on this specific timeline, but I've also used this image in other timelines, and maybe I wanted to find out where those were. I'll hit the search hotkey, type in bang, and this is right now. You'll see we're in timeline mode. I can switch to project, and it's going to show me where this image is used. So it's used on this timeline and also a Mystery 2 timeline. Then you can also switch to all projects. This is a feature that's in development, but you can see that it found this image in the Mystery Nodes project and the Fusion Fun World project. If you want to go there, all I need to do is click the image, and it's going to load up that project and timeline and take me right where I need to go. Spell check. Okay, this one has saved me more times than I can count, really. I've been using it for a little bit. I love it. Not only can I not spell, but I'm the typo master. I make a ton of mistakes. Run the spell check to get a list of misspelled words. When you click on a word, it's going to take you to that point in the timeline. Fix your spelling and don't look like a dummy. Okay, let's spell check this timeline. I'm going to open up the SparkFX window and hit spell check. It's going to scan the timeline, find all the words, and try to figure out which ones are misspelled. So you can see that we have 154 words, and it found 6 that were misspelled. A couple of these, like S-outline and S-change style, those are misspelled, but really those are node names. It found those in some text nodes, so that's really not a problem. And this is kind of a fun, silly little thing I'm doing here with the Pong knob. I kind of reverse things. But then it also found this word, repeat with an E on the end. Obviously that's not correct. So if we want to fix it, you just click it. It's going to take you directly to that word in the timeline. And I'm going to fix it right here in the text edit. I'm going to go back over to SparkFX and hit refresh. And it's going to rescan the timeline. And you see that it figured out that there's no more misspellings because these are just fine. Anytime you make a change, just hit the refresh again to respell check the document. You can click this option here to change your language. I've updated my timeline tools to have a lot more features, and they're also much easier to use. There's a new spread mode to evenly space out text elements, graphics, or whatever. And with the text styles, you can save off text styles and reuse them in other spots. Really easy to do. The text editing feature is really great. It allows you to edit all your text in one spot. You can even take the text, save it out to a file, and update the file, and then reload it in to change all the text on your timeline. This is useful if you have like a template and you want to load in and set a bunch of text from a file. All right, let's talk about some of the timeline tools. So we have some text here. Now let's say we want to edit it. So let me bring in the SparkFX here. And the first thing I'm going to show you the alignment. So we're going to click on Clip Align. And there's some new options in here. You can choose which tracks you're going to align, as well as which color. So for example, if we had all of these clips set to, let's make them orange. Let's get back to the alignment. We're going to click all colors. I'm going to say orange. So basically this is only going to align the orange clips underneath the playhead. We can click the right alignment, left alignment, center, and there's some other options. And one of the new ones is this spread right here. So what you can do is, let's go over here. I'm going to set this window to stay on top. So it's always going to be there. And we're going to go to the top clip here and go into the title, and we're going to move it up a little bit right there. Let's go one down, and we're going to move that and put that right under there. And what the spread is going to do is it's going to take the distance between these first two and use that for all the rest of the clips. So we'll hit spread, and it just moved them all up. If we wanted to be spaced out a little bit more, we just take the second clip and move it down a little bit, and it's going to take that gap and use it for all the rest. Very simple. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video, just kind of showing you a few of the things that are in here. And now there's the text style option. This one works the same way. You can choose the track and the color of the clips that you want to change the text style on. It's set to copy the top clip underneath the playhead to all the clips beneath. So we can go ahead and let's edit that top clip. We'll change the color and let's change the size, make it a little bit smaller. Now that that's set up, all we need to do is hit update text style. And that's a really fast way to update all the text. And there's a new text styles area which has some presets in it, which makes it really quick to save and reuse some styles that you have set up. All right, let's take a look at this text edit experiment. You click text edit and it's going to scan the timeline, find all the text elements and put them in edit fields so that you can change really all the text in your entire timeline in one spot. There's also this option up here to save all the text to a text file. And if you had a template or something, you could actually change that text file and load all the text in, and it would change all of this on the entire timeline. Okay, see right here, this is the DaVinci Resolve text, and there's also ways to put labels on these things. But if we wanted to change this text, and we could make, say we wanted it to be all caps, we could just edit it, put it DaVinci Resolve editor, and we just do update text, and it updated the text right here. So it's a really convenient way to kind of scan your timeline and make a few adjustments. I'm always looking for quick and easy graphics that I can use in my videos. Click the icons option for a huge list of icons. You can search by name. Once you click one, you can set the size, change the color. You can copy it, you can add it to the media pool, or even click the timeline button to have it inserted directly into your timeline. It's super fast. I ended up using this in almost all of my videos. I just want little graphics here and there to kind of spice things up. Actually, I think I've used this in every one of my videos since I added this feature. Next, I want to talk a little bit about the create area. So let's click on that. You'll see that we have a section for creating some elements. This page is really going to expand over time. I have a lot of things I'm going to be putting into here that's going to allow you to create really sophisticated animations, graphics, all kinds of great stuff. But right now I just want to show you the icon area. So let's hit Spark Icon, and we have all of these icons that you can use. Now, this is really convenient if you're looking for a super quick graphic to throw in a video. It's a great way to do it. And let's say we wanted to put, say, an icon of maybe the rain or weather or something like that. So let's go to your timeline, move this window over here. And you can select where you want the image to appear. So let's put it on track 8 right there. Put the playhead where you want it, and let's search for rain. There's a rainy icon, so I got to click that. Set the size of the icon. You can scale this later, but we'll choose 750, and maybe we want a yellow rain cloud. Pretty good right there. We can copy this image to the clipboard. We can import it into the media pool, or we can hit timeline, and it's going to append it directly to our timeline right at that spot, and we got our cloud. And then obviously you can take this and scale it down, move it around, add some animations, do whatever you want. Now let's say we wanted to add another graphic in here. All we got to do is hit the SparkFX hotkey. It's going to come back to the last page we're using, and let's search for coronavirus. There's a little coronavirus graphic. We click on that. We'll keep it white and we'll send it to the timeline. And there we got a kind of a corona looking graphic on the timeline. These are using the Google material symbols, and they have a lot of graphics and icons that are set up for some really specific purposes. So there's a lot of options that they have, and it's great for doing a little quick image or something for your videos. All right, that's just a few features, and really there's so much more to explore. This includes startup applications, media browser, a really awesome shortcut helper, fusion experiments, and lots of plugins and effects that I'm going to be adding over time. As a brand new app in development, SparkFX, you may find a few issues here and there, and if you have problems, please let me know and I'll make sure that they get fixed as soon as possible. To download SparkFX, head over to SparkFXstudio.com. Click the SparkFX links to download and install the application. The first time you run it, you're going to need to select your Resolve version and connect it with Resolve. For Studio users, click the DaVinci Resolve menu, select Preferences, go to the General area, and then you want to enable the option for local scripting. For Resolve free users, click the Workspace menu, go to Scripts, select SparkFX, and then choose the SparkFX Connect option. This is going to pop up in a little window, and that window, you need to keep that open, and that's what's going to allow the application to communicate with Resolve. All right, don't forget to enter the SparkFX giveaway. You need to like this video, tell a friend, comment below with your initial thoughts, download the application, play around with it, explore, have a ton of fun, find some great things you can do with it, and then click the feedback button to give us a little mini review. Tell us what you liked, what you thought maybe could be better, and just your initial impressions and your thoughts about the application. We really appreciate your feedback. And also make sure you join me this Thursday for a live stream where I'm going to be kind of walking through things in a lot more detail, and I'll be available to answer your questions, take your feedback and suggestions. Thanks so much. I really hope you enjoy the app. I've had a lot of fun making it, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of new things I haven't shown you yet. But there's some crazy things I got working on that's going to be even bigger and better than what's in there right now. All right, I'm going to be having some regular videos with more tutorials, fusion stuff. I got a lot of stuff planned as well. Lots of stuff coming. So as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.